Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not, and the fair act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. First, I want to say happy Thursday. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. Please stay safe and all that good stuff. Please stay aware of your surroundings, and please, y'all, watch the company that you keep, because it just may save your life or keep you out of trouble. Okay, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. Y'all, we got to talk about some stuff right now, and it's very, very important. Okay, when I did the numbers on Rich Homie Quan, y'all saw what was coming up in the numbers. Everything that was coming up in those numbers speaks for itself. Okay? Now, I don't live by Kabbalah, but some of these demons that's out here, they live by Kabbalah. And y'all saw how 1111 lined up with his passing and Young Thug's birthday. Okay? Next birthday. Y'all saw that line up perfectly to 1111. So that alone told me that somebody played a part. This is my personal opinion. That's tied to this Young Thug stuff. Okay, y'all? To me, they was trying to send a message. And that's what I got from that. Okay, y'all? That is what I got from that. Now, this is a known fact that people were trying to sign this man, and he wouldn't sign with them. And his family started having problems after he would not sign to certain, artist label. And this is when he started having his major problems, okay? Those are known facts. We have to put that to the forefront right now, okay? And I have to say this, I have people coming in my comment section all of a sudden. There's another blogger that's putting out some information, and I was on that page, and they're rude, and they're this, and they that, and they're a liar, and this, and that, and that, and this. Well, I know the blogger that you're talking about, and something told me to do some digging, okay? Something just told me to do some digging, because the last couple of messages that I have been receiving from a particular person, and y'all remember back here when I told y'all that a female got mad at me in the comment section because they said I need to steer clear of the story. They didn't want me to start digging. They didn't want me to bring out the shovel. And they did this with Mo3. They did this with Young Dolph. And now they're doing it with this case. I am getting messages from people, telling me in Atlanta or whatever, to stop covering this story. Okay? And for somebody to say something like that, that's odd to me. Okay, so I started receiving some messages from what looks to be a female, which could be anybody, because anybody can post up a picture and do an email or whatever and pretend to be somebody else. Okay, I told y'all they did that when I was doing the cash apps and giving away money, and to my subscribers for supporting me and for the holidays. You know what I'm saying? Just my appreciation. People were making up fake emails, okay? So all of a sudden, I just started getting these emails from a particular, what looks to be a female. And they were sending me all kind of, stuff, some proof about, Rich Homie Quan's family and this and that and that and this, okay? All of a sudden, I just started getting this boatload of, emails. And I was like, okay, let me see what other people are saying. Let me do a little digging here and there and there. But it never dawned on me, dig on the person that is sending you this stuff. Okay? And when I started digging into, because it seems if somebody was really trying hard, this is what made me stop to think, okay? This person was really trying hard to steer the narrative away from Young Thug. And they were trying to steer the narrative toward the girlfriend and the brother and the this and that and that and this. They wanted it solely going toward, the fingers pointing at the family and not, you know, Young Thug. Basically, this is the information that I was receiving. Now, y'all know me, I'm going to pull my shovel out when something just don't seem right. Okay? And they sent me some on Mo 3, and they was like, oh, Yellow got arrested at the airport and this and that and this. And I started doing a little digging here and there and there. And then somebody came in my comment and said, you might be blocked. That's why, da-da-da-da. So I was like, okay, let me check that out too. And I had somebody that, one of my, subs that helps me out. And thank you so very much. You know who you are. I appreciate you. Went and checked to see if, I was blocked on, Traps, his IG. So I was blocked. Okay, y'all. They don't like me to dig. So people try to block me. I didn't even know I was blocked. That's because I haven't been on this page in a while. So why block me all of a sudden? Which made me think you just want some publicity. Okay, y'all. So I started digging on who I was getting this information from, which I should have did that the first place. Okay. This person that I was receiving this information from about little homie Quan's girlfriend, and she's pregnant, and that, this guy quit, this person I just found out is from Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri. Okay. And something clicked in my head because I know a blogger that's from St. Louis, Missouri. Okay, y'all. And this person himself, you know what I'm saying? Some stuff that he put out before about Mo 3. He played a lot of games back and forth with Mo 3. And he played a lot of games, with other. Just like a long list of others. Okay? It's not really a long, but a short list of a couple of bloggers that like to scam their subscribers out of money and this and that and that and this. Y'all know I don't play that, okay? And all of a sudden people start popping in my comment section saying, oh, you saying the same thing he's saying it. And when somebody does that, that pushes my buttons because I haven't even been listening to this page. But something told me, go over there and check out what's going on the page. So I went over there to listen to what was going on the page. I didn't like what I was hearing. Now, some of the stuff I agree with. Do this case seem weird and odd? And does it look suspicious with the brother and the this and the that and the girlfriend? Yes, it does. I'm not changing that up. I'll stick by that. When I did those numbers said enough for me to go in a certain direction. Okay, y'all? So I have to put that out there. Okay? As far as the girlfriend being pregnant, I don't know that. I wouldn't know that. Okay? For somebody to even send me a message saying she's pregnant, that's red flags for me. Okay? Does this whole case seem weird? And if I put myself in the position of what happened to him, and if that was my brother on the floor, I told y'all what my response would have been. I would have been pushing him and shoving. Even if I was a man that I could have picked him up and I was big enough and strong enough to pick him up, ain't no way I'm about to pick my brother up off the floor and he got food in his mouth and I just lay him on the couch and go out the door. Ain't no way I would have did that. I was going to make sure that he is okay. I would have kept pushing him. Wake up, get off the floor. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? That's how I would have came. And probably anybody else with normal reaction would have came the same way. Now, if you would have had somebody that was really, really wasted, because sometimes people get wasted on the floor, okay? They will. They'll get wasted and somebody will put them on the couch. But the person that puts that person on that couch still checks to see if that person is breathing. Okay, y'all? They still remove some whatever and make sure they good before they just let them, cuddle on up in the couch and go on to sleep. You don't put somebody on the couch and they're not responsive. Okay, y'all? It makes it look as if you didn't care about the person in the first place. And I stand on that, okay? Another thing that's weird to me is his brother's name. I keep saying this over and over again. His brother's name is too close to his. Rich Homie Dre, Rich Homie Quan. What the heck? Why are you trying to copy off your brother so hard? You know what I'm saying, y'all? Why would you try to copy off the brother so hard? If you're going to be a rapper or you look up to your brother in that light, still get your own name. Establish your own identity. Don't try to copy off everything that your brother is doing. even down to his name. That does not seem right to me. Okay, y'all. Now, another thing that was sent to me that quick jumped right on IG or whatever, and he started promoting, why this man wasn't breathing on the couch. Did it sound weird to me that this woman, baby mama, is on the phone with the paramedics or whatever, and they're telling her to turn his body over or whatever, and whoever came through the door, she's asking for their help. And help me, if you care about a person, she wouldn't have to ask you to help. My personal opinion. Whatever this guy was saying on who this woman or whatever the person was on the phone saying do this and do that, that person should have automatically been doing it. It shouldn't have never had to be help me. You know what I'm saying? So that seemed odd to me. So I still stamp that this quick person seemed like they really didn't care too much. Now we finding out that this quick person is the engineer. Okay, y'all? This quick person is the engineer. So 9 times out of 10, when, somebody sent me this information and this guy had jumped on social media to start promotion, it's not no different than when Young Dolph was taken out to me. Okay? That's not no different. But when did that IG go out? That's my thing. When did that IG go out saying, time to franchise? Okay? If it went out during the time you standing there and she's telling you to help her, that's suspect to me. That means you didn't really care about this person in the first place. Only thing that matters to you is franchise. Let's get this money. Okay? Now, if that went out in the car on his way to the door, he didn't know what was going on, allegedly. If he's the engineer, he's the person that handles his music, it would make sense for him to send that out. Because he's trying to get the ball rolling. And we all know that, I'm just saying, y'all, Rich Homie Quan was on the verge of, a comeback. He had new music about to come out and all kind of stuff. He had starring about to be promoting again and everything. Okay? Now, as far as these bloggers that's begging you for money and cussing you out, because people in my coming in my comment section saying that they was cussing people out and this and that and this, you gotta have enough sense to not follow people that's cussing you out if that's not what you're into. Okay? There's a lot of people that's into bloggers that cuss you out. It's entertaining for them. And, I get it. Sometimes, people having their little sippy sip and whatever they treat, and they sit back laughing at this blogger these bloggers that entertain them with the cussing out and this and that. That's not my style. And I don't want my page connected to that. Because I try really, really hard not to even cuss or anything on my page. That's why I use certain words and this and that and that and this. Okay? Every time I start going hard again, I calm down for a little bit and chill out. And then I start back going hard on my videos and doing this and that and that and this. I just start getting randoms just sending me messages. Oh, and check this out and da-da-da-da and this and that and this. You have to be careful of the people that's sending you stuff. And like I told you, for the messages to come from Missouri, red flag. Red flag, because it makes it look like, and I had already did my, gematria video. So y'all can go back and check the gematria video before this other blogger started even posting and cussing people out and this and that and that and this and, calling people families and all of that stuff. I had already did my gematria video, and I had already told y'all where my narrative was headed toward and what I felt personally that was going on. Okay. If you ask me, they ran with that and started doing this, but we always have some similar things. Like they'll agree to this and I agree to this. And then some other stuff they'll go left field with, and I'm still in my little spot. This is what's going on now. And you all have to wait for, those autopsy reports to come back. That's number one. We got to wait for those autopsy reports to come back. Number two, which is major, which should have been number one. This is major, major, major right here. This is why I did this video in the first place, okay? One major thing that we all have to take away from this whole situation, and this is so very important. Whomever that Rich Homie Quan was getting his stuff from, that is where lies all the answers, y'all. Okay? Whomever gave him that stuff, where did they get it from? That is going to be the key point in this whole case. Okay? That's going to be key to everything. Whoever his family member or whatever his friends that went and recopped that stuff, wherever they got it from, this is the person that's responsible for what happened to Rich Homie Quan. Now, I have to still say this. It's very suspect that allegedly he is doing street pharmacy stuff and his family members is doing allegedly street pharmacy stuff. Okay? And he was the only one that received this bad street pharmacy stuff. That's the part that we have to narrow it down to. This is why, to me, that this is suspect. Not because of somebody messing around with the baby mama, this and that. Everybody is doing everybody now. Y'all, it's some weird stuff going on in the industry. They have parties and everybody do. Look at Puffy, what he's being charged, what he is being, claims that's coming his way. Okay, y'all, look at all the stuff that's going on this way. Look at T.I. and Tiny, how they get down and the rumors that's out here. So pay attention to that. That's nothing new. And a lot of people say, well, she already knew about the girls and it is and that and that. Did she like it? I doubt it. But did she get used to it? Probably, yeah. I don't know. I didn't live in this house with these people. That to me is not even relevant. I mean, it's motive if she didn't like what was going on. So a lot of digging that has to be done through phone records, text messaging. The police is going to have to look through all of that mess. But it don't seem like a lot of people cared. And I'm hearing a lot of information now about how Rich Homie Quan even said himself that family members was just using him for money and this and that and that and this. And when you have family members that's out here using you for money, even if you're a celebrity or not, you have to watch that person, because when you cut that person off, there'll be a problem for you. They will. When you have haters in your family, you have to cut off hatred, period. You have to. Because they want to see your downfall. One thing about me, the difference between me and other people, and some other people feel the same way I feel. This is why I love my channel. We don't just hate on people. You know what I'm saying, y'all? If you don't get along with somebody, I always preach, if you don't get along with somebody, or if you're in a relationship that you're not happy in, get out of that relationship. If you are friends with somebody and you're not happy, get out of that friendship. If you have family members that you don't get along with, stay away from that family. It doesn't mean you don't love that person anymore. It just means that you're tired of the BS. You're tired of arguing and you don't even know why you're arguing with that person. It just, every time you be around that person, it's just chaotic. I always say, love people from a distance. If they need something, you want to give it to them and help them out, do it. But you don't have to still be around that person. You don't. If a person wants to see you deceased, if a person wants to put you out on, and just make you look bad or don't have your back when you always have their back, if a person, you feel that person is toxic like that, stay away from that person. I wish people well. I wish them well. And I go about my business if I don't get along with somebody. That's how I've always been. I wish them well. Do I say, oh, I hope this happened to you, I hope that happened? No, I don't say that. Because karma gonna come back to that person regardless. And when they don't have you to do in, they gonna cling on to somebody else that they pretend like they like, but they really don't, and talk about behind their back every chance they get. Some people This is what's in their blood. And it's nothing you can do about that. Okay, y'all? It's nothing. So as far as his brother and this and that and this, I still say a lot of stuff is suspect. But you have to figure out the two people that went missing while he was on that couch or on that floor. Okay, y'all? Number one person that everybody was talking about was this ant guy, whoever this ant guy is. They say he went missing. I haven't heard nobody else talk about this ant guy, or did he come back around, this and that and this. I haven't heard anything, okay? Number two, the brother put you on the couch. Where did the brother go after he put you on the couch? Were you there? Was he there when he fell to the floor? Was he even there? Because I doubt he got on the floor and just laid down there on the floor. He had to fall on the floor. Okay, y'all? Was the brother there when it happened? And it makes you wonder, for the brother to put him on a couch and leave, when a baby mama is calling the police and this and that and this, he's nowhere to be found. But you the one that put him on the couch. Where did you go and why did you leave? Now, some people saying he stayed there. I don't know. We cannot prove that because we don't be around these people. But even if he stayed there or not, 3 o'clock in the morning, and you at your brother's house and you in this big mansion, you got room to spend a night. Where did you go at 3? And a lot of people is telling me that it's a possibility that when he gave him whatever he gave him, or he was with him when it went down, he left to go and take the evidence out the house. Okay, y'all? He went to take the evidence up out of there. Because that person knew that the police and everybody was going to be all over the place in the morning, and they were going to be looking around and snooping around to see what this guy had, what he had taken, this and that and this. Now, if the police do not find any stuff, that's a red flag, because that person removed it from the house. If the police find something, is it even the same thing that was given to him? See, that stuff needs to be tested too, to see if it has the same thing in those P to the I to the LLS's as what went in his body. And I'm willing to put my money on it. If I had to bet some on it, I would say that it was in that food. Now, I received a video from a doctor, and he was explaining how a little bit of this, if you put just a little bit of this, how much it takes to take a person out. And each different street pharmacy stuff that is needed for a person to actually pass away off of it. The stuff that they're saying that he possibly passed away on, you know, the Fenty brand. Okay, y'all, I'm going to just say Fenty brand. Okay? It only needs a speck. A speck. It's like a white dot. That's all they need to put on anything. They don't have to put this in the street pharmacy stuff. They didn't have to put it in there to take this man out. This could have been dropped in his water. He wouldn't have never saw it. He wouldn't have never saw it. He couldn't smell it, and you can't taste it. It's a dot. If you took an ink pen and put a dot on the paper, that dot would be bigger than what he had to take to, be taken out. So I'm going to tell y'all this. Sit back, wait on the autopsy report to see what exactly he passed away from. That's number one. Number two, be careful who you listening to. It's one way to get a point across and talk about a situation. I'm sure it's people that's close to the situation as well. Probably friends of the baby mama and everything else. They're probably looking at stuff suspect too. That why was he laid on a couch? He was covered up when the kids was walking past him to go to school. And then this is what the police report says. She came back home from taking the kids to school and she went to bed. And then when she woke back up, she came down there to check on him. Red flags, red flags, red flags all over the place, y'all. Red flags. Putting somebody on a couch that is not breathing. Because my opinion, he wasn't breathing when he was on that floor. You not calling the police or somebody. Was he wasted too? Because they say his family members get down like that too. And if his family member, his brother Dre, was wasted too, why didn't he do the same stuff that his brother did? Because if his brother's stuff was something put in it, he would have been on that floor with him. So those are the red flags. And if y'all think that the police ain't looking into this mess, if they care, think again. Think again. Now, as far as the baby mama was messing with the brother and it is and it that and it that and it is, I don't want to go off in left field and stay on that. I don't, because we don't know. And as far as calling the family members and they acting weird and this and that, I'm just going to be completely honest with y'all, okay? A lot of these bloggers, and I told y'all this before, the Rat Man do the same thing. He have people that he call and pretend this and that and that and this. How do y'all know that people ain't have a list of phone numbers right there in front of them and had all people already ready to answer their phones and react the way they reacted? Because we know that Rat Man does this too. Okay? There's no need to cuss out the family members unless they cussing at you. There's no need to cuss out the friends unless they're disrespecting you. When somebody came to my page and told me that I need to stop doing this and that and that and this, I said what I had to say and told them don't let the doorknob hit them on the way out. It ain't no need to cuss people out. Because, like I said, the truth gonna come out regardless. Stuff is going to reveal itself, y'all. No matter what. So use your brain. Okay? When somebody's begging you for money, I'm just saying, y'all, that's scamish in itself. Okay? That is scamish in itself. And if your channel, you're not receiving payments from your channel or whatever, that's on you. You have to be responsible and take whatever for whatever. Okay? You have to be that person. And if your channel, you know, whatever happens to your channel, you're not getting paid or this and that anymore, this and that, do better. Stop cussing people out. Be careful what you're saying. You know what I'm saying, y'all? This is how you do that. So you can start back getting your money. Don't take it out on your subscribers. And I tell y'all all the time, anytime somebody's begging y'all for money and this and that and this, that's a red flag in itself. You claim you got a job outside of YouTube, right? You claim that, you know, a lot of people get paid off of YouTube, right? So why in the world do you have to beg your subscribers? They're already watching you, which means that they're supporting you in itself. This is why I ask people, if you want to support my channel, you don't have to send anything. People send stuff on their own because they want to, and I appreciate that when they send it to me. But I always tell people, watch a commercial or two. That helps my page. But when you have somebody just constantly begging you for money, and they jump on their lab and say, we got to get to this amount in a certain period of time. We got to make $1,000 on this live and this and that and this. You have to steer clear of that because this is what it is. Now, some people, it's like I say, entertaining, and they feel that they should get paid for entertaining people and keeping them, you know, entertained for an hour, 2 hours, or whatever. They feel like this is what they deserve. Okay? That's on them what they do with their pages. That's on them. You know, I've learned some serious stuff when it comes to YouTube. I have. And one of the main serious things that I have learned on YouTube is people will reach out to you when they want some help. You don't hear from these people. They don't support you. They don't send you a shout out or this and that and that and this. But they'll reach out to you when they need some help. Oh, YouTube did this. Can you help me? Can you this? You that? But when it comes down to your videos and this and that and that and this, that same person don't support you. I've noticed that. People are fake and phony on YouTube. And I don't care. It ranges from a variety of people. I don't need to say no names. Okay? And then you'll go to another person that do the same thing you do, and you done did your gematria video, and then somebody else did their gematria video. You go to that page, they all up and down the comment section supporting this person, but they don't support you. You know what I do? I block them. I don't support them. I don't watch their pages. And if they reach out to me for anything else or help or whatever, I back away because it's a lot of fakeness going on. And I'm going to tell y'all this. The men support the men more than they will support a female on YouTube. And it seems that way in the industry and everywhere else. People don't want to see you doing good. And every time I get on a little roll or something like that, I start getting these random people reaching out to me, sending me stuff. And I'd be like, I learned, y'all. I had to learn. I used to do videos, and I'll do a video, and then I have to come back and be like, retract it and say this and that and that and this. So be careful of going to certain people's pages and listening to the BS. And be careful if you are blogging or whatever of people sending you messages, because they will send you stuff to throw you off or get you in trouble or this and that and that and this. You got to be very, very careful of what you're saying and what you're doing. Now, my thing is, stop running with, the brother and the sister and the this and the that and the that and the this. It boils down to two people. The supplier who sold the stuff to one of his family members or one of his friends to give to him. The person who gave it to him, that's the second person. Because if you go and recop for somebody and you and that person do the same street pharmacy stuff, y'all gonna share. He gonna give you some for going to get it for him. We ain't heard nobody in this inner circle passed away too. So red flags right there. Now, my thing is, the person that he got it from, is that person tied to Young Thug? That's your answer right there, y'all. Is that person, that's your question, is that person that was the supplier of his goods connected to Young Thug? Because the fact that his passing lines up perfectly. 11/11. Y'all. It lines up perfectly. Go to date calculator. Put the dates in. Put the day he passed in. And put the day that Young Thug was born in of next year. And see what you come up with. Now, I know other people is doing gematria too, and for some reason their date calculator is different than my date calculator, which makes you wonder about what the heck is really going on. Because if you go to one gematria page, it say this and it say that. That's weird to me. Okay, y'all? That's strange to me, because I'm like, that don't make no sense. Okay? It should be the same date, exact date should line up. But y'all do your own homework sometimes. Go pull up, you can Google gematria calculator. Date card calculator. And you can put dates in there. And like I said, that 11/11 keeps popping up around certain artists. We found out later that he had a distribution deal with Empire as well, just like Mo3 passed away on 11/11. That's no coincidence, y'all. These are demonic people that's out here doing their homework on gematria. These are people that were around Rich Homie Quan that say that they were Masons. And Masons, they like to do things by the numbers. So there's no doubt in my mind that this is all going to lead back to, this is my personal opinion, the people he was beefing with. Did they pay off somebody to give it to him? Possibility. Did they pay off the person he was getting his stuff from? Possibility. And gave it to the brother. Maybe the brother gave it to him in panic when he took it and passed out. Maybe he didn't get a chance to do his. He put him on the couch and ran up out the door, thinking that he was going to get away with that. But allegedly there's cameras outside. So he had to prove to why he left at a particular time of the morning after his brother passed away. He has to prove, and the thing of it is, even if you still panic, you still could have woke up the baby mama and told her, call an ambulance. I'm about to take this stuff up out of here that I just gave him because it must have been some bad stuff. He didn't even care about getting this man some help. He didn't. My personal opinion. Because when he found him on that floor at 3 in the morning, which is the witching hour, okay, y'all? And then they go to 11. I got up at 11 after I took the kids to school and Bob came back, and I went to bed. And then 11 o'clock, I woke up. And that everything that they're saying and putting out in the police reports is about the numbers as well. They go at 11 again. How many 11s do we have to see before we can put 2 and 2 together, y'all? This is why I'm where I'm at right now. Now, I don't know why other blogger is where they're at. I don't know. Who told them that she was pregnant? I have no idea. Who told them that she was pregnant about a boyfriend? I have no idea. I know where my information came from, and it came from somebody that's from the same city and state as this blogger. Which tells me, and then I got people coming in my comment section mentioning the blogger, which tells me that it's something ain't right in the water. And they're trying to run with a narrative, add on to what I'm saying. You don't have to add on to what I'm saying. People with some sense, they already see something ain't right about this. You don't have to add no lies to it. You don't have to add lies to this whole situation because it looks bad already. You don't have to call the father and say, your son got your daughter-in-law pregnant. That don't make any sense, y'all. It don't. And I don't care what family that you have. If somebody passes away in a family, people going to say stuff and this and that and that and this. But when you at home and you going to be thinking about that, you think cousins and uncles and aunties and people ain't sitting back at home like, why did Dre just pick him up off the phone and put him on the couch and they call the ambulance? Baby, I don't know about this. Y'all think family members ain't saying this? Y'all don't think friends ain't saying, what's wrong with Dre? Why did he leave him like that? You think they're not thinking this even if they're not saying it out loud? They're thinking the same thing. You think the same thing with Mo 3. You think his family members ain't have no doubts in their mind that Rainwater and them allegedly played a part in what happened to him? And all them people lined up on the expressway and rappers that was on the expressway that day. Y'all think that it didn't cross their mind of certain people playing a part? But the crazy part about that situation is they didn't start talking about it until they was cut off from the money. Moth's family was quiet as a mouse about the whole situation. Okay? Mama came out singing, making songs like she was a celebrity, all kind of stuff. They took her off of that estate, and after they took her off and cut her off from that money and making decisions and spending money out of that when she wanted to, that's when the drama started. That's when she started, and the brother started saying, you had something to do with my brother, da, 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 da. You knew that in the first place. But it was okay long as that money, you was tied to that money. And it's a difference with this case right here. It's a big difference because Rich Homie Quan's alleged, I don't know, but this is what I'm hearing, that his father is his manager because his first manager got taken out. Because the people that was blackballing him in the industry and trying to push him to sign with them and this and that and that and this, allegedly, it's a possibility they lined up his first manager. And then the daddy took over as his manager from what I'm hearing. And this when the daddy started having the problems. This is when they wanted to, come at the daddy. Oh, you gonna make your daddy your manager? Nah, we'll get him too. From my understanding. So be careful who y'all listening to. Be careful who y'all running around emailing the next blogger and the next blogger and the next blogger. Oh, I heard this and I heard that. Be careful of that. Because the place where you got it from, it might be, I'm just saying, it might be some BS, or they just add on to the story to make it juicy. This is what some bloggers do to get views. To get views. They do this. I had somebody coming all up and down my comment section talking about, I got my information from some type of psychic lady a few minutes ago. I had to block this person. Now, when they mentioned the psychic person name in the comment section, I looked at the first comment and I was like, well, whatever. They said this person was saying similar stuff that I was saying. And I said, okay. And I left the comment there. But then I go back and they didn't land up several more messages saying, you get your information from the psychic lady. I don't even know who the psychic lady is, y'all. Several people send me stuff on different psychic people. But when I did the numbers, I put the stuff in y'all face on where I got my information from. I got it from Gematria. And I had did my video before they did theirs. That was just one of the people that somebody emailed me and said. Now, the person that they said that was in the comment section, I don't even know who this lady is. Oh, you got this information from, you lined up. Y'all miss me with that, okay? So I blocked this person. And if it was some advertisement for some psychic lady page, you just messed that up because you want to go up and down my comment section and accuse me of getting some information from somebody. When I showed y'all where my information came from, Gematria. And I went by the numbers that 223 skull and bones was coming up under baby mama, beginning and the end. When something says beginning and the end, that means that when that relationship between him and her came into play, they were going to be together till death did them part, like they were married. That was the beginning, and that was going to be his end with that person. That's what I got from that. When I got that 223 from that, skull and bones all day long. Them butterflies, you were sent to him. That's what I got. That's what I got. And that's where I got mine from. I went off them butterflies on her, them butterflies on Erica Banks. And I was like, there's something to this. These are this seems like some Black Widow stuff. This is where my information comes from. Now, as far as this, she's pregnant by him and all of this other extra, this is coming from Missouri. And when I saw that Missouri on that, I said, wait a minute. This person that's sending me this stuff about, oh, she's pregnant by him and this and that and this, they not even from Atlanta. How the heck would they know if she's pregnant or not? And why do people have that much time to reach out to me and send people to me to lie? Ask yourself this question, y'all. And then the same person come back and tell me, word on the street, somebody got arrested in Mo3 case. And then I have to go do some digging to find out where you from. Because you telling me now that somebody got arrested in Mo3 case. You from Missouri too. How would you know what they said in the streets of Dallas, y'all? So I had to put this video up to let y'all know, be careful of the stuff that's being put out here. It's a lot of fakes and phonies out here, okay? Even when I do the Gematria, I tell y'all this is Gematria, and I'm going by these Gematria numbers, the information that I'm putting out and putting my opinion on it. That's it. That's all. I'm not saying that doesn't mean that it's accurate, it's true. This is who did this and that and that and this. But according to those numbers, people played a part in that. Who all? We don't know that yet, okay? And we still have to take in consideration that people are mourning right now. But when you got that many red flags, that something just don't seem right, sometimes, I'm just going to be completely honest with y'all. I have to speak on it. I have to still speak on it. And this is why I'm speaking on this now, because everybody is just going hard on the family right now. Just because one or two people probably pay the price don't mean everybody. But like I said, there's information coming out that, people in the family was moochers. They was draining them dry. Every time they ran into them, every time the phone rang, they were asking for money. And you have to take this in consideration too. The female called the daddy first before she called an ambulance. He's cold already. You want to get help to him as soon as possible. It probably scared her. But if she played a part in it, you calling the daddy made it look bad. Because you would call a professional first to see what's going on with your family member first. That's what you do. If you had kids still in the house, and you know the ambulance was gonna come and this and that and that, and you don't know if they was gonna take them to the hospital, this and that, and the kids was gonna probably be in the house by themselves, then I can see you call a family member first. Something's going on with, Rich. Something's going on with him. I'm about to call an ambulance now. Get over here so you can watch the kids, because I don't know if I gotta ride in an ambulance or you can ride in an ambulance, but get over here because something is wrong. I can see that. But the kids is going to school. He's already cold. Okay? You allegedly in the house by yourself. The first person you should have called was the police. Get an ambulance over here. Something ain't right. Okay, y'all? There's a lot of red flags in this, and it doesn't make sense. And it just looks as if people were getting their alibi together and they was covering their tracks. This is what it looks like. But just because something looks a certain way don't mean it's that way. But something ain't right about this situation. Okay, y'all? Something is not right. And you have to take in consideration. People saying the father is acting weird, this and that. Yeah. 1 minute, when you have one blogger have some female that say they close to the family is calling in and saying, or you calling this person and asking them what's going on with the situation. When you have one person saying, the father's taking his heart, he has been put in a home and all of this stuff. So you expecting the father to be having a breakdown right now. And then you turn on YouTube again and the father's doing an interview talking about, he got 2,000 songs coming. Look like he's face puffy, like he been crying. But at the same time, you ain't out of it that to the point where you are getting put in a home. So there's a lot of lies going on YouTube right now. A lot. So sit back, wait on the autopsy report to come back, and just see if this investigation is going to move forward. Because if we see red flags, don't think that people that went to school for this job, they don't see red flags too. Okay, y'all? And one thing about them finding out somebody then took some bad stuff, them people be wanting to know, them feds be wanting to know where they got it from so other people don't get a hold to it. They want to know who is supplying this stuff. And they want to know, have anybody else passed away from it as well? Because you don't just get a supply of stuff and one person out of that whole big bag of stuff that you run around here selling to everybody. There will be a stream of people that have passed away from that same supplier. This is what looks so bad, y'all. This is what looks bad, and this is why people is talking. So I had to come on here, and I had to put this out here because some weird stuff going on. It's weird people reaching out to me, and, my emails and everything else, okay? Oh, this person went to jail. And then, I have somebody check the email. They didn't post it 2 hours ago, but you just claim. People is stupid out here and they have nothing else to do. And the fact that somebody could send you off to go to somebody's page to do something like that, you ignorant in itself, but God gonna deal with you. That's the thing about, how I feel about this stuff. I don't get upset. Y'all, I slept like a baby. That's why I'm starting late today, because I slept late. I did a lot yesterday. I was tired. And I had people reaching out to me that care about me, my bloggers, reaching out to me on my IG saying that, I see something is somebody is sending somebody to do something, but just stay on point. You doing your thing. And they get jealous every single time. And salute to the person that told me that, because, That's what I woke up to. But before I went to bed, I sent the same person that sent me the lie. I sent them an email and I said, he posted 2 hours ago. Ain't nothing wrong. He ain't been locked up. I ain't heard back. Okay, y'all. This is how people play games on YouTube. Satan is busy, y'all. And every time that you're onto something, they send the demons to try to steer you away from it. Okay? You can't steer me away from my own thoughts. Everybody is saying something ain't right about the situation. And I guarantee you that when it boils down to it, if the feds or whatever do the jobs that they supposed to do, I got the strangest feeling that this is going to lead back to somebody that knows that it's attached to Young Thug. That's my personal opinion. And somebody that's attached to they all demonic. They are, and this is a known thing in the industry, that people are reaching out to psychic, spiritual advisors. They reach out to them. And these spiritual advisors help them line things up by certain dates and numbers and this and that and that and this for people's passing. So there's no doubt in my mind that this man didn't pass by those numbers. And those numbers was sending out a message. That 1111 line up, that was a message. They want certain people out the way, they get them out the way. And by any means. And it don't take a lot to infiltrate somebody's circle if their circle is not strong. If you got a family member that be around you because you got money, but at the same time they got some little animosity towards you, they really want to beat you, you running around calling yourself Rich Homie Dre, and your brother, that's his whole persona, Rich Homie Quan, you a copycatter. You a wannabe. That's my personal opinion. And can somebody infiltrate somebody like that to make them think they could take your place? Yes. Yes. Because they don't have to do much anyway to a hater. They don't have to say much. When somebody don't like you or they're just using you for money, the fact that this man put him on the couch and left the house, did he take what he wanted up out of there before he left? Because everything that this man owns now is about to be in probate. It's going to go through an estate for his children. So did he get whatever he wanted? Did he get his rings? Did he get whatever chains he wanted? Because he probably had a lot of jewelry. Did he get whatever he wanted up out of there? Look at Mo3's brother. He had his mama to go in a safe deposit box, allegedly or whatever, and get a chain and let him wear it, and he never gave it back. That's my understanding. They had to take him to court for him to get that chain back. Because he felt like he was the new Mo3 after Mo3 was gone. He thought he could fill those shoes. You can't fill them shoes. Sometimes people got talent in their family and sometimes people don't. Look at Michael Jackson. It was a bunch of them in the family. The only one that came close to Michael Jackson was Janet. The rest of the family members, they could sing, but not like Michael and Janet. It wasn't no comparison like that. But the other ones could sing. They just had an it factor like them too. And it was a whole bunch of them. Now this nigga is just one big rapper in the family, but the other sibling want to be a rapper too. Just because you the brother don't make you a rapper like your brother. And I never heard him. I've never heard his brother rap, but my understanding, he wants to be a rapper too. And that name alone, you couldn't come up with your own stage name that you got to be so compared to your brother. You a copycat. That's what you were. And like I said, if you go in borrow something from your brother, even if his brother wore a couple outfits and gave it to him. Why would you want to be exactly in the same clothes as your brother? You know what I'm saying, y'all? Like if my sister gave me an outfit and she is a celebrity and she wore this top and this bottom and she gave it to me afterwards. Not saying I wouldn't take it. I would take it, but I'd flip it and make it my own style. I would change the blouse or wear a different shorts with the top. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's a complete outfit that came together. You know what I'm saying? That like the top and bottom is exactly the same. That came from the same outfit when you bought it. But if you piecing up some green shorts with another top, I would piece it up. I wouldn't want to look exactly like him because he wore this on stage. You know what I'm saying? And then you turn around and get their name. If your sister got a stage name and then you turn around and use the same stage name but change the last part, those are red flags to me. I don't care what nobody say. Those are red flags to me. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. And like I said, be careful of bloggers that's, putting that type of information. And for the people that came in my comment section and was talking about, you were saying the same thing this person said about the, thank you for bringing that to my attention as far as the baby mama and the brother messing around with each other and this and that and that and this. Because, yes, that part right there I wouldn't know that. That's why I said word on the street. That's why I said what I said. Somebody is trying to steer the narrative to put it strictly toward the baby mama and the brother. But it's deeper than that. For it to line up with that 11/11, just like another Empire artist passed away on 11/11 and numbers and this and that and that and this. Y'all. You have to look at where this has to have came from. Somebody is getting coached by a spiritual advisor on how to line things up by the numbers. This is a known fact that a lot of celebrities do this so that things can line up by numbers. And this exactly is what happened here. Now, who is the culprit that is lining up stuff by the numbers? You think for 1 minute that Rich Homie Quan's brother or a friend or whatever that's getting a same supply in the same city and state where all of this stuff is taking place with Young Thug, you think they are not going to run across the same suppliers that know this person, know that person, and that person? That's all they had to find out was where he getting his stuff from. Who is his main supplier or one of his suppliers? We don't even know if this supplier, and sometimes when you getting your stuff from certain people, when they go and get some new stuff, they will call their clients and be like, I got some new stuff. It's man, come check it out. That's all they have to do. That's why I say it's so important for them to check these phone records. Not only should they check Rich Homie Quan's phone records, they should check Ant's phone records. They should check his brother's phone records. Because if his brother is the one that was going to buy the supplies, bingo, you're going to find out where he's getting his stuff from. And then that's where you go next. If I was handling this case, this is how I would do it. I would check them phone records. I would go over all of those, text messages, all of that stuff. That's going to lead you to the supplier. When you get to that supplier, see that supplier reach out to that brother and be like, I got some good stuff. Y'all about to go on tour? Yeah, come grab some of this. This going to get him right. He goes and grab it. He could not even be having. He could not. I don't know him. I keep telling y'all. The brother could not even be having any kind of relations with this woman. He could just be staying there. It's a big house. It's going to be people want to go stay with you. Okay? He could have got a call. His brother, I got his brother phone number. I'll get this to him. Make sure he take this with him. This got to be his little goodie bag right here. This is personal to keep him right. He gives it to the brother after he come The brother probably told his brother, man, so and so. He called me and told me he got a new batch. He said, take this with you when you go on tour, because he was getting ready to go and start performing. How do we know it didn't go down like that? If he's already out here selling poison to his brothers and sisters, this supplier, you don't think that somebody could have paid him to do this? Whoever the supplier is. You don't think that somebody in a Young Thug's them camp could have reached out to this guy and gave him something and give him a little something, put this in there. We know how to get him out the way. Because he loses wind when he's on tour. We got something to keep him going. Make sure he get this. Make sure this is for him personally. The brother, he tells the brother to go get the supply. He go get it. Give it to him. And he said, this is the bomb. So 9 times out of 10, he want to try it before he go on tour. He bragging so much. Let me check this out and see what this is about. He takes one. The brother standing there saying if he gonna give him one too. See how good he feel after he take it. The brother sit back and see he starts choking. Pass out on the floor. He panics. He ain't about to take this mess. Look what it just did to his brother. He puts his brother on the couch. He leaves. He gets rid of what he just brought him. Is this ring a bell to y'all? Somebody is steering this away to make it a motive for the girlfriend and a brother instead of the person that it is solely lies in their lap. And that is the supplier. That supplier, to me, is the person that somebody reached out to from Young Thug's camp. My personal opinion. I'm just saying, y'all. Now, all of this other mess about, oh, they put him on a couch and they did this and they did that. We got to think about the supplier. That's where we got to be at. And that's where we got to stay at. Because whoever sold his brother this mess, or whoever that came and recop for him, they're the ones it's them who is responsible for this mess. And we got to leave it at that. And we got to stick with the facts, y'all. Okay? Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.